Trump. Trump seriously just called out Iran and Russia. Well, I shouldn't say just. The thing is, listen to POTUS's address to the nation in regards to his actions. Now, we essentially had no say for it because we were too busy fighting for freaking transgender rights and freaking, burning more freaking corn in the freaking, in our gasoline engines and shit instead of actually being people. The rhetoric that Trump used, and the thing is, like, there was so much friendliness, and that's why was why did the Cold War go on so well? Because the United States and Russia got stuck on this economy of militarization. And they realized that the only way that they could continue this war machine is to consume. And basically what's happened is that America was able to outperform and consume more than Russia. Which is why, I mean, because you want to talk about the largest, polluters in the entire earth, it is the United States military. They're not efficient at all. They try to claim to be efficient, but they're not. They're blatant facts. I mean, and the thing is that a fully activized unit in the military burns a nice sector of fuel. I mean, like, from that pie chart, fuck the people. The people, we don't. And that's what's crazy about it, is that we don't even fund, that we don't have the real GDP to, even substantiate a military like we do. And so that's when we go around putting people into impoverished situations, or we collect resources, which is what, and see why maybe I get, kicked out of colleges? Because I can read the fine print. Things are scary right now. They're real scary. And let's see. Just basically put ourselves back about 16, 17 years. I mean, I'm comfortably, I would say 15 years, but actually, I mean, like, given the time frame, because, like, 9/11 didn't really have anything to do with the, well, never mind. I'm going to just shut up there because I'm actually trying to. And if we want to get into those other sides of my thoughts, then bring up, like, blah, 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 and I'll get on to it then. I'm trying to be taken a little bit, as seriously as I can right now. God bless everybody. And I apologize if that turn is not what a person is comfortable to, and honestly, I'm just trying to extend formalities and wish everyone the best, no matter what has happened. I'm sorry for anything I've done to anybody, and any unease. The thing is that I just wish you all the absolute best. And when it's time to fight, I'm ready to fight. But not right now. It's not our fight. We gotta worry about this other shit going on, okay? Because there's a few pieces going on right now. We cannot allow Trump to institute martial law, and we see Trump also exercising his military freedoms. Well, for the reasoning behind this video, Syria and all that good stuff, well, negative stuff I should say, and the National Guard activation. Trump is exercising his military liberties. Defense budget, this, he's already got been approved for a war, and the thing is that that's what he has is like basically you have a, all right, you got this dollar amount. You can only have so many tanks, so many battleships, so many of this, that, and the other, and it's like, okay, I know the value of each of these things, and so basically accounting goes to war, and freaking, that's basically what's happening right now, and with the $700 billion that's been allocated towards the military and defense budget, so, I want to make certain that those dollars, well, I guess me some maneuverability out because I got these other pieces, and well, okay, let's put these other things in the work because, but we see what. That's what like the game Axis analyzed, because it was monopoly. It was a lot of chance, and a lot of strategy, and purely about capitalism. Arms deal with Saudi Arabia, who's in very close proximity to Saudi Arabia, that is mentioned. It's Iran. I've been telling everyone that the fucking pieces are moving around. I went on a little bit of a tangent there. So the thing with the Cold War in Russia is that the Cold War, United States and Russia, is that we worked on several different projects together. In the meantime, there was these joint efforts, and so it was almost accepted that the scientists of both nations were able to converse and have alliances, while the military was just kind of fending each other off. Even though, look at Gorbachev and whatever else. There's. And then like very shortly thereafter, all of someone doing mirror. Well, that doesn't just happen overnight. Unless it does, but then we're just being lied to about one thing or the other. And see, that's kind of how conspiracy theories come up, because you start piecing things together, and it's like, wait a second. If all this was happening here, then but things aren't overlapping, and you start able to, a person is able to start to wave in between. Everything that's been going on with Trump and Putin, Trump calls, Putin up to congratulate him. Which, I don't see that as a big deal. What I see it as is freaking, I called him up, and maybe there was just a call, and it was going to be listened to, and maybe certain frequencies weren't picked up. like a dog whistle, can't hear the dog whistle go off. But the thing is, can do some Morse code or something like that. So I strongly suspect that other people would use implement some other some sort of strategy like that. Can't trust I don't trust anyone that's willing to go to war when there's nothing to gain. And what it comes down to is that we just cause havoc within its own, a nation's own population, and get them to disrupt themselves to cause the implementation of the global police. And what I can say about everything I just said is that America is kind of working on that same civil unrest, because you see, like, where there's a lot of these conflicts going on, there's a lot of civil unrest. Be kind, stay strong, and get your P's and Q's in check, and start. Or we all care about our lives, and we go and live amongst each other's. We can't live alone. And no matter how different we are, we have to pull through this. We really have to pull through this. But just keep in mind, I'm a terrorist. I'm a threat to national security and all that good stuff, So, I might just be luring you into my den and turning into my bakers and, my chefs. Feed your king. I want fresh crumpets and nice cheese omelet, buttery, crunchy golden toast every damn morning. I mean, like, seriously. If I ever do any harm at that, like, I just hold someone at gunpoint and be like, yeah, make me fucking breakfast. Every fucking day for the rest of my life, because, well, you know what, I just fucked myself, and so, I turned into my fucking slave, and I just have to keep on working on it every day. That becomes a lot of effort, and so I might, try to work some Stockholm Syndrome on you, and get you to, just kind of love me, but, my ex-wife might say something like, oh, that's what he did to me, and we'll get the fuck out of here, because, well, her and I never actually connected. Yeah, like, not nearly, and I'm not trying to get into some, nonsense of that nature. It was just like, and we connected enough, but we can ride the same wave. I think that's probably the best way to put it. We connected, we just continue to ride the same wave. And, I still wish her the best, and I hope that, she's able to be happy. I just didn't feel like I could do that for her. And that's why I let her go.